Hey everybody! Oh my gosh. Okay, it's Annette again with LuLaRoe. And all my information will be down in the description. So go like my group page. We're doing actually 2 1-year giveaways once we hit certain marks. So add your friends to my group and really want to spread the Lula love and kind of get the word out there. So go like and subscribe to these videos because I'm going to be putting a lot of just stuff I've learned and just all the goodies on some of these videos. So this video, I just wanted to kind of go over saturation. I have like a amazing story about saturation and what that really means, kind of. And how that's not kind of a thing in LuLaRoe. Because I have like a testimony and an experience that really was amazing. So I'm going to say, or I'll get to that in a second. So saturation, and then I also wanted to kind of reiterate timelines with the queue and with the waiting period. And if you're on the fence of joining, stuff like that. So first thing first is the saturation, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think I said gush. Okay. Oh my goodness. So I live in North Carolina right now, and there's actually quite a few consultants here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm moving. So I'm moving to Kentucky, which, at least on the map, I'm moving to Elizabethtown, Kentucky. There's probably, oh my goodness, maybe I'm just going to say a handful because it only says there's like 1 or 2. I don't know how true that is, but I believe that. So there's not very many there. Here where I'm at right now, I would say there's, let's say 20. That's not a right number, but so I'm like, man, I'm so glad I'm moving. I mean, I'm not going to have to compete with anybody. It's going to be blah, blah, blah. It's going to be great. So we actually went to Kentucky recently just to scope things out and look at the homes and all that stuff. Our realtor, she asked me, so what do you do, blah, blah. And I said, well, I have a sign business, and I'm actually going to start LuLaRoe. And she was like, oh, what's that? And, I was like, oh, okay, it's this. Because she's kind of a older lady, and, she even says I'm not a big Facebook or Twitter. We actually talked about that, and, so I was like, oh, I can see someone, just not knowing about it. Well, so we actually, met some other people up there that were from that area, and they had no clue what it was either. And then I ended up wearing a pair of my leggings out, and people were like, where'd you get those? And I was like, oh, they're LuLaRoe. And they're like, oh no, I've never heard of them. And so I was like, oh my goodness, no one knows. I mean, and of course it was literally like 5 people that I interacted, but here people are like, is that LuLaRoe? They know, they know. Like, can I feel your leg? Can I see how they feel? Because the leggings, the buttery leggings are what a lot of people know. And so I was super shocked. I mean, so I felt almost more panic stricken in that situation than here. I love it because here it's like, oh yeah, sign me up. Like, what's your group? Tell me, like, I want to be able to follow you too, So here, wow. I mean, that saturation actually is awesome. I mean, it does make a difference that all these people know about LuLaRoe because, the other thing is I had a girl today, she was like, do you need to sign up with someone that's in your area? And, she really made me think like, no, actually it's better to know people that are all spread out. Like if you sign up, don't be scared to sign up with someone who lives halfway across the country because guess what? When you're on a team, mi casa su casa, like my people are your people. I know mi casa means my house, or but what my people are going to be your people. We're going to share customers, and and so the saturation thing. So those are two things that it's like saturation's just not a thing. It's just, I mean, even if 50,000 more consultants were to sign on, it's a good thing because, I think, gosh, I'm sorry, I forgot his name, but he's the son of Deanne. And he does a Q club. So if you sign up, you will do these Q club calls, and they're every Monday. And he's super awesome. He's super like, get you pumped up. And I mean, it's great. So, but he actually said from the prints that LuLaRoe gets, from the time it's cut to the time that it leaves the factory, because consultants buy that print, it's like 2 weeks or something like that. I forgot the timeline he said, but that print is like gone like that. And that's spread out over, X amount, however many consultants. So, and think of it on the positive. Like I might get something that no one else has. Okay. And I might have something that my friend, that's on my team or not on my team wants. And she, so it is so good to have more people and more eyes on your page and stuff. So, because I look, I know even right now, someone sent me, hey, do you have these leggings? And, I don't have my stuff yet, but I said, I'll look out for them. I actually kind of look for them, so remember, saturation is just not a thing. I mean, maybe if we get to like a couple million consultants, maybe I'd be a little like scared. I don't know, but I just, and understand this is a big investment, and an investment a lot of people aren't prepared to make, can't make, don't want to make, it really does kind of weed out those people that aren't for real about this, So I really wanted to address that because I thought kind of opposite. I thought the same, like, oh my gosh, like all these people are signing up, like, it's going to be overcrowded, because that's one thing I don't like about like, the direct sales type of thing, because like with my signs, other people do signs too, but my style is totally different from someone else, and that's LuLaRoe. You got to look at it that way. I mean, and I'm okay with someone else buying. I want the person to be happy with what they have. That's why I love LuLaRoe. I'm just so excited that, this business is this way, So saturation, not a thing, guys. It really isn't. I truly have an experience that was life-changing for me in that moment that those girls said, oh, I've never heard of this. And I guess because I'm totally in it, I'm like, everybody knows about it. Look at all these consultants. But no, it just isn't that way. I would much rather have 20 consultants around me and get something that they don't have, and they refer those girls to me. And of course, you do get things that are similar, that are the same, and that's where you get your loyal customers that will buy from you. But not a thing, though. I don't know. It's not a problem. So if that's a concern of yours, or your spouse's or husband's or whatever it may be, don't let that bother you. I mean, don't let it bother you. It's just not a thing. So the other thing is signing up. I really want to build my team. I'm excited to do that. If you are on the fence about joining, and if legitimately you're nowhere near having money for this, then I get it. Wait, save, find a plan. Wait till tax season, whatever it may be. But if you're like even remotely like $1,000 or $2,000, like you have, sign up now. It honestly is a 10 to 12, if not more, waiting time. Because when I signed up, they were saying 6 to 8 weeks. LuLaRoe's changed a lot of the way they kind of do things. So that kind of put onboarding on hold. And it pushed me into the 10, 12-week mark. Because I think next week it will be like 9 weeks that I've been waiting. Something like that. Yeah. So legit. Those timelines are for real. Very worth the time. You will accomplish a lot and really be able to set up a business like to hit your feet running. So it's a good thing. But understand that you don't need that money until the day they call you and you're at week 12 or week 10, is when they will need that money. So don't let that bother you. Also, huge thing. If, you do hear numbers about you got to have your racks, you got to have your this. Listen, if all you can afford is the clothes, your initial investment, just focus on that. Don't worry about the racks. Don't worry about the printers. Don't worry. A Sharpie and a piece of paper that's taped on. Don't worry, because guess what? You're going to sell, let's say 5 pieces, 10 pieces, and be able to take 20% of that and buy a rack. And then the next time, buy your printer. And then the next time, so don't let that stop you. I'm not kidding. Don't let the money stop you. It is something that, I tell my husband, because we had our situation, I had the money just with, my signs and all that stuff. We had the money. That was a lot of money. It was a lot. And I kick myself. I mean, truly kick myself for not signing up when I initially, almost like 6 months ago, a year ago, it was a long time ago that I was like, oh man, I need to like look into this. This is like awesome. So, I kick myself. I should have done it sooner. And honestly, I questioned myself maybe 3 or 4 times. And it went to my husband. I don't think I should do this. I don't know. It's a lot of money. But my gut was like, you got to do it. And I told my husband that. I was like, I'm not going to do this. And then a day later, I was like, gosh, something is just not, I've got to do this. I have to, and every time I'd research and just, and watch these videos really helped me. My upline really helped me. My friends really helped me. So yeah, I mean, I wish I had just signed up, and yeah, so that was it. The saturation, not a thing, guys. It really isn't. I mean, again, I haven't officially started, so I am just speaking off, my business side of, looking at things and just certain experiences. So don't let it stop you. Don't let the saturation thing stop you. The other thing, sign up now. Don't let the money stop you. Really, it is something, and I'm sure a lot of women say this. And so, if it's said enough, there's got to be something true about it, right? Or, I know sometimes I'm a person that I have to kind of experience it to know, or, just, I guess, experience it. Yeah. So don't let the money stop you. Again, I'm going to go over all the stuff that I invested and bought, in another video a little down the line. Cause I still haven't gotten certain things, but we're moving. So, it's kind of tricky, but I'm going to have a list of stuff that I purchased. But just because I had a little extra money, but if you don't, I mean, I easily put a nail in the wall, hang up your clothes, write on a piece of paper, Irma, large. You do not need to have fancy or good or, stuff to sell these clothing. That is the great part. Okay. So if you just have the money for the initial investment, just do that. And you will be actually great because, you'll be able to build your business. But that's it, guys. Definitely like or subscribe to my video. Go like my group or join my group. Add all your friends. I'm doing the year giveaway and a bunch of other giveaways. If you have any questions, email me, LuLaRoe, Annette Scroggins. And that's my name. But I'll put the link on the video or in the description. But yeah, message me. And if you want to join my team, come on and I'll get you set up for success. So, all right, guys, it was good talking and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, bye.